Okay, so I want to show you something. So here are the brakes that I was talking about earlier, but I did it with a pen.
Yeah.
I'm not talking to you.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, babe.
It's alright. So, when you have these brakes, go back over the tail again. So now, I broke it there. So let's go from here. And then we're going to take in between here. See how there's this guy here? I'm going to cover that. Now we're going to do that again over here. And again here. And again here. So you're going to notice the brakes will get less and less. So let's go again. So brake there. So let's go from here. Cover that up. Brake here. Another one. There. Wipe it off. So you're going to constantly do this until those brakes go away. For the record, I'm being like super sloppy just so I can get this done. My daughter's birthday party is tomorrow and I don't really have time for this, but I did it on with a pen in the last video and that was not exactly nice. So as you can tell, the brakes are slowly going away. It is a process and it is annoying, but they go away. So, got a spot there. as you can see, they're going away. As I said, this is a process. And before you know it, they pretty much disappear. I like to make this a little darker down here. Granted, I'm using I'm using my practice ink. I'm using the dark brown, so it's gonna look dark no matter what. And I'm going to stop with the machine right now because I'm going to show you something else. Make sure we clean the latex with oil so everything comes off. Otherwise you're going to have smudges everywhere. But as you can see, as you keep working on it, and you're going to break up those lines. So it'll be one uniform piece. Granted, I'm legit speeding through this. However, there's something else I'd like to do. Because so many people are now finally coming around and wanting... you guys are sitting on garlic salt, just so you know. How do you like that? For camera work, okay? Alright, so what I'm going to do... this. I am going to do the manual shading with the rollers. I'm going to put one on each side. I'm going to put a 10 millimeter here on one of the sides of our Bitch & Co. Universal. And all you have to do is unscrew the gold tips. Granted, this is my my practice pen, so I don't wrap it or anything. there's these little scary things that everybody's scared of, but nothing to be afraid of. So, right now I'm gonna start. I am also using our practice ink. Let's focus there. So we're gonna go ahead and do this one here. Yeah, I've said this before. Little to no pressure is needed for this process. It's very, very consistent. So the good thing about this thing, or these rollers, is they're going over and over each other basically in like the same spots. So it's super, super consistent. The best part about these, as I've said before, you can get super awesome creative. Clearly, I'm just doing this on no strokes at all. Now again, you are going to want to, you know, stretch the skin like you would. But you're not doing an insane amount of pressure at all. This can give you a subtle shade. This can give you a dramatic shade. It all depends on what you want to do and how you want to do it. But what I think one of the coolest effects of this whole thing is how pixelated it is. Now, notice the difference in how many times I had to go over the machine, to get any type of like color into the skin, right? Or into these skins. How many passes did I just have to do to get this? So I switched over to the 10mm now. Let's see what I'm doing, but you can see how pixelated this whole thing is, and this is really what people want, is this pixelated effect. Alright. go ahead and I mean, quite frankly, all this is really fun, no matter how you look at it. For me personally, I just, I love machine. I love everything about. I really love. Okay, I really love microblading. Don't get me wrong; it's so much fun. It's great to see somebody go from 0 to hero in no time. But I think a lot has to do with shading. Shading really, really completes the whole process, if you ask me and if you want my opinion. So now I'm just going to switch back and I'm going to go back to the tail. I want that to be a little darker. The whole thing, though, is this. If you do it enough times, you can definitely get the ombre effect. Don't get me wrong, but I would consider this more of just shading and powder and gentle, which I really, really like. Sorry, I'm not talking much. I kind of have a tendency to zone out when I do this. This is super relaxing for me. Now, if I had strokes, you have the ability to go in between them and get really, really creative. But this is like the easiest thing on earth, guys. I mean, you don't even have to, I've told you before, my daughter has done this. I've said this is less traumatic, which it is. By no means was this a teaching moment. Okay, so don't take that in any way. I was just trying to show you how to get around getting the breaks in your latex. Oh, God, I've got ink everywhere. The breaks out while you're using the machine, but I also wanted to show you the rollers in all their glory. So, I'm going to sleep. Hope you liked it. Holler.